math problem here. The math problem that I have here in this example is which of the following points are on the straight line through 1, 4, and 3, negative 2. So what we're going to be trying to figure out is, out of this selection of points, which of them actually lie on the straight line that goes through 1, 4, and 3, negative 2. So 1, 4, and 3, negative 2 is going to define the equation of a line. And so we're going to start by making the slope equal to delta y over delta x. Delta y is y2 minus y1. Delta x is x2 minus x1. And we're going to make some labels here. That's x1, that's x2. This is y1, this is y2. And so y2, negative 2, minus y1, which is 4, over x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is 1, will give us a negative 6 over 3 minus 1 is 2. And so we have m equals negative 3. That's our slope. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to reform the equation so that we'll figure out the offset of the equation of our line. And so what we have here is we're just going to do some simple algebra, bring over delta x to the other side. We have m times delta x equals delta y, and we're going to expand that, of course, into more of its components. And so we have x2 minus x1 equals y2 minus y1. And so we're going to put in, again, we're going to use this information. We're going to put in one of the points into this equation here from our ordered pairs. You can just choose one or the other, but I'll choose x1 and y1. And we're going to put that into this. And so x1 is 1, and y1 is 4. And we can go ahead and generalize x and y because we're going to get our equation. And so we'll go ahead and distribute that, and we might as well just go ahead and put in exactly what m is, which is negative 3. So we have negative 3x minus 1 equals y minus 4. And so negative 3x we distribute over here, and we get 3 equals y minus 4. We bring the 4 over to the other side, so we wind up having negative 3x plus 3 plus 4 equals y. And then, of course, that simplifies to be negative 3x plus 7 equals y. That's the equation of our line. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to plug in and substitute in these arbitrary points here and see which one actually makes sense. So what we'll do, our first one, we'll start with a. And so negative 3, the input here is for x is 2 plus 7. We're going to see whether or not that yields 1. So negative 3 times 2 is negative 6 plus 7 equals 1. So for an input of 2, we have an output of 1. So that's true. So A is going to be one of those answers. Next, we'll go ahead and we'll do the same thing with the rest of them. So for B, we have negative 3 times 0 plus 7. Does it yield us 5? Well, anything times 0 is 0 plus 7 equals 7, which is not equal to 5. So that's not one of them. Next, negative 3 times 4 plus 7, does it give us negative 5? Well, Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12 plus 7. The difference between 12 and 7 is 5. Negative over here is larger, so it's going to be negative 5. And so for an input of 4, we have an output of negative 5, so that's true. Next, we have negative 3 times negative 1 plus 7 equals 3 plus 7, which equals 10. And 10 is not equal to 8. So that is not a valid answer. Next, we have 5 and 5, so we'll put in 5 here. And so negative 3 times 5 is negative 15 plus 7. The difference between 7 and 15 is going to be 8, because 7 times 2 is 14. If we add on another, if we add 1 to that, that's going to bring us up to 15. So the difference between 15 and 7 is 8. The negative is larger, so of course it's going to be negative 8. So for an input of 5, we have an output of negative 8, which is not what this is, so that's not on our line. And so our final answer for this problem would be that A and C would be the correct choices for this problem. So hopefully this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.